What's going on, guys? We're back with another video, but today we're doing um a little longer of a video because we're doing the Stanley Parable, and this has many endings. So we're gonna do as much things as we can in the game, and I'll probably end it. Maybe I'll do two parts of it. I'm not sure. So yeah, we're gonna get straight in, but weirdly it keeps asking me like to set the time. So I don't know if it's gonna keep doing that, but yeah, this game has many endings, so we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna do everything, all right? I haven't really
This
seen
is the story of a
too
man named
much on this game.
Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so we're in. Well, I'm gonna try and open as much stuff as we can. Okay. Can I open? Okay, I don't think we can open any of the drawers.
All of his co-workers were...
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
What?
Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away
We're
for
already
such
into
little
a trophy.
effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Wait, 20 times?
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes,
Oh my
almost
God.
certainly 50 clicks.
Dude, we're already getting a trophy. I didn't even know about this.
No. I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay, Pepper. 417, 417, 417, 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Where's that? That'd be more ahead. From here. Right now. Here.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Where's that? 415, 415. Here.
Now, back to door number 437.
Oopsie, I shouldn't have done that, because I don't think you can reopen doors. Oh, 437.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Okay, that's probably going to be on one of the desks, right? Oh, here.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
What? This? Where? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. It's over here. Okay. Oh.
Yes!
Oh, I
This
did it.
is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416 is gonna be down here. Yeah, here it is.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Over here? Yeah.
Finish it off, Stanley!
Let's go.
5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did
Oh, I got it.
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Let's go. Oh. What if I... Goodbye. Thought I could close the door. This reminds me of The Office. So polite to close the door behind you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Trying to juke the door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Where is it?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ooh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
What if
here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the
Had to.
trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm nice, so I'll go the right way.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Enemies.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh no, I'm just trying everything. But what? My what? Oh,
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned
there really
around
isn't.
and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Meh?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something
I had to
occurred to
itch my
Stanley.
head.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am
Okay.
crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No,
What?
Stanley
Oh
said
my
to
god, they
himself,
are.
this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at
Oh,
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt
what if I
to
just
have
stay in here?
finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll
No.
wake up
Okay, I'll
soon.
stay in here.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Where?
Then he
Oh.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the
Correct,
voice
okay.
speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Get on the
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He
Printer.
would prove it. He would prove that he was in control,
Juke-
that this
Ah.
was a dream.
No.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment
Mario playing.
and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh, I hope it. Oh, I'm alive.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Don't.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what
We've
is
been
real
replaced.
and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oof. Rip Stanley. The end is never.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Pressing every button.
When Stanley
Don't
came
go
to a
the
set
right
of
way.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, wait. Is this it? Oh wait, no, this is the bathroom. Wait. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Is the boss dead? Taking a poop. I'm taking a poop. Ugh. Let me on. Never mind. Wow. What the? Down? Listen to that music. Okay, this is long. What? Wait. Oh, it's not even moving, look.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was
Ooh.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh, do I have to find it? Liverpool. Oh.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wait, is there anything down here? Nope. Okay, continue. Continue. Onward. Go up. I have to go down. Dancing. Dancing all night. Oh.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest,
I used to
as
do
though
this
he
as a kid.
felt more
Sorry.
free to think for himself. to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This
Let
question would not
go.
go unanswered for long.
Speedrun.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh. You know what we gotta do. Oh my. Okay. Uh. Mm, mm, mm.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Alright. Wait.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Okay, watch me. Oh, I'm alive. Where am I?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched
What?
closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind.
Wait, can I turn the brightness up? Gameplay. Here to view. That's maxed. I'm like. Guess I can't.
Man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell,
No.
Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Uh-oh. Oh. Yay! I'm a liver. The Stanley Parable? What's done here? Nothing. Okay, continue.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless.
Yeah, this is boring. Sorry, guys. If you want to do this, I'm sorry. Just speed run and go right into that right factory.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Code is
What could
2485.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping him coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Wait, I want to get that right. 2845. 2845. Speedrun. 2845.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
2845. 2845. Let's go. 2845. No, let me in.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
Oh.
Is this Stanley's office? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Go quick, go quick.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, now I don't know what's happening from here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
And look for the 4s. 437. No, I think it's over here. Wait. There it is. Yo, it monitors the wrong thing.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't
This
be
is
true.
gonna control
Had
me.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
But
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
yeah.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Okay.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, look at you.
Do something!
Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
What is this?
No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh my. Okay, one more go. We're gonna
All
do
of his
everything he
co-workers were
wants.
gone.
We're gonna hit
What
the
could
on
it
button.
mean?
No, the off
Stanley
button this
decided to
time.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Yeah?
Quelle surprise.
Okay, guys, so we'll do this really quick. It looks like he's also making it a lot quicker. Ugh. It's gonna be a long post. Yeah, like 40 minutes.
Stanley walked straight ahead
Over
through the
here.
large door that read Mind
Yada,
Control
yada, yada.
Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
I just cut him off so much. He's raging right now.
blackness
This
and a
is too
rising
much
chill of
longer.
uncertainty. Was it over?
Yes, it was. Bye, guy.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he walked all the way back here and teleported himself back into the factory. Ka-ching. Stanley Parable.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling
Is
of
the earth just like
liberation,
cut off?
the
With this,
immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end that there. I hope you enjoyed this game. That's pretty much mostly like all we can do, I think. I mean, maybe if I find something else cooler, I'll do another video on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, and also remember to like and subscribe. It only takes one click for both of those, and you can always change your mind if you want. Thank you, and have a good day. Also, and one more thing. I'm thinking about doing a series on FNAF Security Breach, just in case, you know, like, maybe some people haven't seen it. I mean, probably everyone has, but just in case. Alright, bye guys.